So in the beginning of this video, I'm just going to spend a little time going over some of the functional groups. All right, so if you haven't done so already, go through these molecules and try to identify as many of the functional groups as you can. All right, so hopefully you've done that. I'm going to go ahead and name as many as I can and see if you found the same. All right, so first of all, this right here. This is an ether, all right. This right here that would also be an ether right there, because you've got your carbons flanking the oxygen, and neither of those are carbonyl carbons. All right. This right here, that's an amide. All right. This right here, that would be an ester, because that point right there, that's a carbon. All right, and you should recognize it. Here's another ester. All right, this is an amine. All right, technically this is called a primary amine because there's two hydrogens, only one carbon attached to that amine. Okay, these triple bonds in the molecule make it an alkyne. All right, this right here makes it an alkene. This is a hydroxyl group right here. This is another hydroxyl group right here. This right here, so here's a nitrogen that's got actually 1, 2, 3. There's 2 methyl groups coming off of that, and then it's bonded to this carbon right here. So there's 3 carbons directly connected to that nitrogen. So that would be considered a tertiary amine. All right. So and if you look hard enough, you might be able to find some more examples. This is aspirin. Aspirin. So this is a benzene. All right. Right here, or I think people would more commonly call it a phenyl group. All right, this is a carboxylic acid, and this would be an ester. All right, this is a fairly simple example. That would be a ketone. That's really the only functional group I can see there. All right, we've got an alkene right here, and this right here would be an aldehyde. Okay, this is actually the third kind of amine. All right, so this is a primary amine, this would be a tertiary amine, and this would be a secondary amine because it's got 2 carbons coming up off of it. All right, this has got a hydroxyl group, that would be an amide, and this is penicillin, this would be a carboxylic acid. This little thing right here, even though it's in a 4-membered ring, this is an amide. All right, here is another amide right here, and as I mentioned before, penicillin actually has a type of thiol. All right, it's actually not a thiol; it would be considered a thioether. All right, but this sulfur right here, anytime you see a sulfur that has 2 single bonds coming from it and nothing else, all right, it's going to have a strong odor. So this is what would cause a bottle of penicillin to have a pretty bad smell to it. All right, so